Welcome back, Pokemon fans. Angel of the Night here. We are back again with the Team Star Challenge, and as you guys know, this is a single battle formatted competition where we focus on Pokemon from Team Star. The opponent here today is going to lead off with a Krookodile, and I'm going to come in with my Defiant Annihilape. Now, you guys can tell that automatically there is no Intimidate coming into play, which means that Krookodile must have Moxie. So at this time, I'm thinking to myself, what is my best option? I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to end up going in for the Terrestrialization to Water, and then of course I'm going to go in for that Drain Punch. Now, that is hoping, of course, that Krookodile stays a Dark type. Because if it does, Drain Punch is going to do quite a bit of damage. Now, I am also hoping that Krookodile isn't going to go for any kind of a knockoff type move. And luckily for me, it actually doesn't. It does go for the Taunt, however, which does cause a bit of an issue for my bulk up later on. But that's perfectly fine. We can live out that Taunt. We do end up having a Chople Berry onto that Krookodile, so that does weaken the Drain Punch, but that is perfectly fine. We're going to be able to get a second Drain Punch in here, which is very, very fortunate. They did end up having knockoffs, so I'm really fortunate that I got that Tera Water into play. So we get the Drain Punch, it barely survives, and we get a little bit of HP as we go forward. Now, what will this Krookodile do next? It ends up going in for the Earthquake. Now, of course, Earthquake is not going to be able to do anything to me here. I'm a pure water type here at this time, and we get another Drain Punch off, and we end up picking up the KO to that Krookodile. So bye-bye, Moxie Krookodile. I am so glad to see you gone. Honestly, it could have been a big issue, guys, honestly. Crocodiles are running rampant around here, same thing with the Annihilapes, and my god, another Arcanine. Okay. So, it activates Defiant by coming in with the Intimidation of the Arcanine, that's perfectly fine, but it does end up having the Mirror Herb. Now, the Mirror Herb, of course, copies the stats of the boost of that turn, so it actually gets an attack boost. Not good for us here. I wish I was actually a Ghost type here at this point, but unfortunately there's no way to deterrestrialize. So, we are going to see an Extreme Speed Arcanine probably run around here a little while. We are going to come in here with my Krookodile, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to outspeed this Arcanine, but it does end up having Extreme Speed. Now, I did lock in with the Rock Slide here because if I am faster, I'm hoping to be able to flinch this thing, hoping that this might actually be one of them bulky Arcanine sets. However, they are going to go in for the Terrestrialization here, and they are going to Tera change into a different type. And that type here today is going to be normal. Now, honestly, I should have seen this coming. This is a very standard Arcanine set here, and they're going to try to go for them extreme speeds as they go forward. We did manage, however, to get a Rock Slide off here, but they're actually doing something I've never seen an Arcanine do, and it's going for Curse, which is actually kind of interesting. It is going to get the attack boost, it is going to get the defense boost, it's going to lower the speed, however, but that is something that you're going to have to worry about, because if it goes for the extreme speed, technically it's going to outspeed your other Pokemon. Now, luckily for me, I have a Mirror Herb, so I've actually got the same boost that Arcanine did. So my defensive values have gone up, my attack has gone up. I'm going to go in for another Rock Slide here. As you can see, it doesn't really do a whole lot of damage, but I was hoping to be able to get the flinch. Now, the downside to this here is that this thing is actually going to get the Morning Sun. This actually turns out to not be your standard Arcanine set. I've never seen one go for Curse. I have, however, seen a normal Tera Extreme Speed set before, so this is kind of interesting. So, in this situation here, I know Extreme Speed is coming. It's going to be able to pick up the KO off onto my Krookodile. However, I do still have my Revaroom. Now, I don't know if the speed drop is going to be a thing or not. I don't know. But we'll see here what happens when we bring Revaroom out. The Extreme Speed might be able to take me out. It all depends on how many boosts this thing has and how invested it was in the attack stat. Now, I am on an air balloon, not really going to matter here at this point because I don't foresee any kind of Stomping Tantrum or anything of that sort coming from an Arcanine. So, here we go with the high horsepower. We end up missing the Arcanine, and in comes the Flare Blitz, and unfortunately for me, that means game over. But you know what? This was a very interesting battle. I'm really excited to see this Curse Arcanine set. I hope you guys give it a try, and take care. Have a good one, guys, and peace out.